Hey guys, this your girl. You already know what time it is. Today video. I just want to sum it up with you a little bit. Things that you need to know about when you get into sublimation. Things that I wish I knew about before I started sublimation. So I'm going to school y'all on a little bit. So before we go ahead and jump and started, go ahead guys, make sure you give this video a big fat thumbs up and come on back and we're gonna get started. And I promise y'all, it's things that I really wish that I knew before I got into sublimation. This is sublimation friendly. I love my sublimation printer and I won't go back, but it's things that you need to think about and put in consideration before you get started. So we got the book and I'm gonna and we're gonna talk about it. So while I'm going finding the page, I'm gonna already start off with it's about 8 to 10 things that I wish I knew before I started. Nope, that's my Q&A page. See, this is why you definitely I'd always tell you guys, write everything down. Pen and paper, man. Write it down. So you know everything. You have everything. You can always go back to your notes and compare your notes with other things or whatever the situation may be. You can always go back. Your notes is there. And definitely when you're dealing with sublimation, we're going to get to that part. When you're dealing with sublimation, you definitely. So anyway, we're going to start off with, here we go. Yes, 8 things that I wish I knew before I started sublimation. Number 1, guys, when you sublimation, whether you're doing a convert or you getting a straight up sublimation printer, your settings, well, actually for the regular sublimation printer, I'm not gonna touch that on the settings because I'm not 100% sure, because I will assume that if it's a printer that's already made for sublimation, you shouldn't have to worry about printing it, the print settings or whatever. So I'm not going to really touch on that. I'm trying to get the lighting, guys. So when I put it this way, it takes it dark. See, that's too dark. And then when I bring it back, it's like, it's the light. Okay, we're going to just leave it like that. Let me just stop messing around. So anyway, so you want to, when you convert your printer, you definitely wants to, do your settings, and there's a settings that they have that you definitely want to go back and set your printer and I will leave the information, so if you think about it, you can do it, or I can do another video, and I can take you through step by step, like the settings in your when you do your printing. And it's super easy. Once you hit, you do your thing, you go into your printer, and when you send your print, your image to print, and then it comes up, then you could take it from there, go in there, set it up. You definitely want to set it up once you convert your Epson printer. I have the Epson Ego Tank 2800. The first one I got, I don't know, they said that they software, it was a malfunction. So I'm gonna put it to you like this, guys. I've seen so many videos where people go, once you convert your printer, they say you throw out your warranty, right? I want to disagree with it and agree with it, because it could have just been like I was lucky. All right, guys. I'm sorry. The house phone rung. I had to get up and get it, because if I wouldn't have got it, it would have kept ringing throughout the video. So I just went on and got it. I should have had turned it off or whatever. My bad. I'm sorry. So I don't even know. I know I left off was talking about the sublimation image. So, like I said, I can go and do a video if y'all would like. Let me know down in the comments. I can do a video step by step to show you. But as I was saying, once you click on print your image, when the settings come up there, you'll be able to do the settings, and the settings are simple. It's a guideline, and all you gotta do is just follow that guideline and click this one, pick this one. It tells you what to do. Super easy. And super easy to even to convert the Epson. I had 2 videos on. Well, actually the second one I didn't do it, and this is where I know I was at when I said when they say that you throw away your warranty once you convert your printer. Because remember, when you convert your printer it's a regular ink printer. And this is the ink I'm going to show you. This is the regular ink that comes with the Epson printer. As you see, it even says on the bottle. It even says on the bottle Epson. If y'all can see that, you see it even says it on the bottle. I have two of these. 2 full things of ink, brand new bottles of ink, because the first printer I got, it came with it and I didn't use it, and this is why I say, while I say I agree with it and then I don't agree with it, because I could have just been lucky. So the first printer that I got the printer, I set it up, put the information, the sublimation ink in it. It worked probably, I think I made it did two or three things, press like 2 or 3 images. I might have pressed whatever. After that, it did not work. I had to send it back. I had when I got it in touch with their customer service, they said that their software was they said that their software was something with their software. I can't remember what they said that happened with it, but something was a malfunction with their software. That's what they said. I don't know. They told me to send it back, and they gave you an option. You can mail it back, but only thing is they pay for everything except for you just have to put it in your own box. Like, you just have to pay for your own packing. So all I did was got one of my regular Amazon boxes. I always get Amazon, or just put it in there, wrapped it up, and they pay for the ship and everything to go back. Or either way, this is the thing. Either way, you have to send the printer back, right? So they give you an option. You could pay $100 and something over the phone with your card, and once you do that, they send you one out. They say, like, like right in there, or I think the next 2 or 3 business days. Or you just go ahead and just, without doing the deposit, you could just go ahead and just send the printer. And guys, and I tell you, I sent the printer, I got it back, like the whole process probably took no more than a week. I sent it, I got it right back. So I recommend just send it. Don't do your deposit, just send it, and because you're gonna get it back fast. Because if you send it, if you do the deposit, they give you a window frame. If they don't receive that print, I think they said that 5 business days, something like that, they keep your deposit. Nah, it ain't worth. And so this is the ink. This is the ink that this is the sublimation ink. And this is, I think, number somewhere down the line. But since I have it out, I'm gonna get and skip it. We're gonna talk about this. So you have to get sublimation ink when you're converting it. Super easy. So you get the printer, you don't put that ink in, you just toss it to the side so you don't mix it up, and you fill up all your cartridge, and then you turn it on. So while I say I'm gonna get it while I got it, this is the brand that I got. It's called Deltec. Deltec. I got this off of Amazon. Everybody talk about the different brands. I'm not gonna name out their brands, call their brands, and they're expensive. I seen some of the work that they do. It's expensive, and I swear, I got this off of Amazon. Deltec, right? And I tell you, I see no difference in my prints than what they print. Like I said, as long as you get your settings correct, everything, you're gonna get that perfect image. And I'm gonna show it to you. You're gonna get that perfect image. Boom. You're gonna get that image. You're gonna get a perfect. You see that? You're going to get a perfect thing. As long as your settings and things are correct and you get the right, make sure you get the you want to get sublimation paper. Some people, they use the regular printing. I guess it works. I haven't tried it and I'm not going to. I'm just going to stick with it. It says sublimation. Everything is sublimation. So I'm just going to stick with that. And I just wanted to just show you a couple of things because of the thing. You see that? This is the same ink that I just showed you, that press that made this, right? You see that? The same ink that made this. I'm trying to get it out the thing. Same ink that made that I just showed you made these items. And I'm showing you this because, and this is something, this was down the line, but since we're gonna jump, since I'm showing you I'm here, I'm also just going to show you this part. These are the mugs, same ink. You see how perfect that is? Do you see? That ink I got off of Amazon. And I think that ink, I only paid like $23. I'm not saying everybody's going to have good luck with it. I don't know. But for me, it as you see, it works perfect. Everything came out good. So, I don't know. So, am I telling you to go get that? No, I'm not. I'm saying it as in, sometimes you don't have to. Look at that. You see? And this is cartoon. And I made my topping. Ooh. I'm saying that to say, excuse me, just because the ink costs $40, $60, it doesn't mean that the ink that's $30 or $20 is not going to give you that same result as that ink that costs $60. That's all I'm saying. So you just have to do your research. When I tell you guys, you definitely have to do your own research. Don't rely on everybody. Do your own research. Do some of your research. And another thing, when you're getting your printer, think about what you plan on doing. If you're just doing it for arts and crafts, just regular, or you doing it for a business, think about look into the printers that you want, because the a lot of the Epson printers, like the one I got, basically all the ones that's like in the 20s, like the 2800, I got the 27, and those, it's only gonna give you like print out to like the regular legal size thing. I think what it let you print out to 8 by 11 or something like that, and you need big images. So think about getting one of the other ones where you can get where is it? Because I told you I just jumped to that part since I was already there. You want to get the ones where you could print at least 11 by 17 to start with. You know what I'm saying? So because you want to be able to print big images. So you definitely want. I'm sliding out the chair. Sorry, guys. So you definitely want those. You definitely want to be able to print the large images when you're doing, especially as a business. So you definitely want to think about that. So these are things that you definitely need to think about when you about to deal with sublimation. And like I said, and back to with the printing, you definitely want to make sure you download your drive and everything. The so you really gotta make sure your settings is on a point. And another thing, since I'm still in this part, a lot of people, they not gonna tell you when you dealing with the ink. Okay, sublimation ink, right? Is like what they call it, nozzles that will clog up. Remember, this is a heat type ink, so like with your regular printer, you could go days and weeks without printing and your printer is fine. You could go back, you get a normal print. With the sublimation printer, you have to print kind of frequently, kind of regular. You got to print kind of regular with it, or else it will clog up. Because remember, it's heated ink that you're dealing with. So they even have the thing where you can clean your nozzles, like it does the cleaning, and it's recommended that, well, not by Epson, but by a lot of other people that have been doing it for a long time. They recommend that you clean your nozzle, like clean the print heads at least maybe once a week. I think they said once a week. It depends on how much that you use. I feel like if you print regular enough, I don't think you probably would need to do that. But they said, like you want to do that just to keep it going so it don't clog up. Hey, I use mine enough, so I haven't had no problems with the new one. Since I got the new one back, I converted it. It been rocking. It's been rocking. So like I said, you definitely want to get your stuff. I'm gonna show you. Let me see. So we covered the printer, and then okay. So number 3, like I said, make sure you get you a book. Get you a book. This is a book that I had that and I just see when you do it so much, you can make a lot of things. So I have this, right? I added that to it. But I also have, let me see if I can find it for you guys and show you. My nose is clogging up. I want to see if I can find it and show it to you guys. You definitely want to get you a book, because you definitely want to you want to always jot down your stuff, because when you're doing sublimation, everything, the temperature and the pressing is different. Everything is different. And then sublimation and HTV is different. And then so yeah, you definitely want to get your book. Look, I made this sublimation. And guys, remember, this is the same ink that I just showed y'all. So you definitely want to get you a book. Write down your notes. I think I used this once because I'm so accustomed to this one, because I already had this one. I've been pinning, and everything is in here, in this one. So it's like hard for me to go from this one to this one. So that's that. But you definitely want to get in because everything is different. So, okay, so for instance, you want to write it down. Say, I'm doing the mug. This is a skinny tumbler. I'm doing the mug, right? So the heat press, I mean the press, this is a different temperature from me doing a shirt or me doing a keychain, or I'm doing one of my mouse pads, or whatever it is. The temperature is different. So here go one of my mouse. These are the blank mouse pads. They come like this. Sublimation stuff, everything is gonna be like blank. And they have like a coating that's already on it. So when you're dealing with it, you definitely got to make sure that it says sublimation on the item before you buy it. When it comes to stuff like this, definitely got to make sure that it says sublimation. Because if it doesn't say supplement, if it's not products that says sublimation, like far as those type of things, we're not talking about the clothes. We're just talking about like I just showed you, the mouse pad, the journal, the whatever it is, the keychains, different things. It's got to be sublimation, or else it's not gonna take. It's not gonna take. You can't just take a regular cup like this right here. This right here, this is a regular mug from the Dollar Tree. I can't take this mug and supplement it. It has to have a certain coating. They do have a spray that you can get, and you can spray it, you know that. But that's like too much. It's too much. Like it works, but it's just too much. Too much to do. Too many steps to do it. So I wouldn't recommend it. But if you feel like it, hey, and I promise you, it's too many steps to it, and it's a small bottle. But anyway. So you want to write it down. Keychains, whatever size. This temperature for this amount of time. Boom. Skinny Timberland. This temperature for whatever time. Boom. I'm pressing the shirt. Sublimation shirt. Boom. This on the time. And I'm using infusion ink. This temperature and time. Heat vinyl, this temperature and time. You have some that's cold pill, some that's hot pill. So you want to write it down so you have an idea. You can always go back to it. Paper and pen. I always say that. I've been saying this in all my videos. Paper and pen. You could put it in your phone. You could put it in your computer, all that. But I promise you still want to write it down. Write it down, guys. Write it down. You can always go back to it. All right, so now that we got that out the way, any questions, leave it down below. It's a lot, guys. It's a lot. I promise you it's a lot. But I'm not going to make this video too long because it's a lot. So we're going to zoom on through the rest of this. And the next one, where we at? When you're about to print, this is so important. Make sure you get your measurements correct. Measure. When I say measure it, measure your cup. Get your thing, measure your cup, right? Measure the cup. You put it in your computer. Make sure you put the correct thing. Before you hit print, look at it to make sure you put the numbers in correct and you put them in the correct place. Because you don't want to print it. You don't want to waste paper. I'm going to tell you right now, guys, that the sublimation paper is not cheap neither. You get 125 sheets for $20. Compared to when you get a regular copy paper, you get 500 sheets for like what? $3? $4? Think about it. 500 sheets. Compared to 100, I think you get 110 sheets. You get 110 sheets or 125 sheets for $20. That's a lot. So you want to measure, and it's not even because you don't want to waste your paper. You want to measure because you want your image, you want everything to come out. You want it to fit. Whatever you're doing, you want it to fit. So make sure you measure. If you got to measure it twice, measure it 3 times, whatever it is. Make sure you get your measurements correct. I promise you, it makes a difference. It makes a difference. Save you a headache. It will save you a headache. So the next one is, okay, when you print, once you get to print, and this is something that a lot of people don't tell you. They just do the video, they show you, they print, they take it to the thing, boom, and they press. But when you're printing, right, you want to, let me show you. When you print an image, when you print, you definitely, I'm going to show you how I think I did one already. Okay, yeah. Okay, so when you print, you want to when you printing like on shirts and things like this. Okay, so this is the image, and this is another thing, guys. When you print, sublimation ink is gonna look dull. It's gonna have like that dull look. It doesn't get bright and vibrant until the heat hit it. The heat activates the ink, and it makes the ink, it brings the color. Like how this look like so dark. Once the heat hit it, it's gonna come bright. It's gonna be so bright and vibrant. And it's the same thing with this. It's gonna be right. But this is what I want to show you. So when you take your image and you're gonna press it on a shirt, a mat, or whatever it is, you kind of want to rip your corners. You want to rip the corners. Like, see, I'm not ready to do that one, so I'm gonna. You want to rip your corners. Like, you don't, because if you don't, you will have like a square box. It will print on your thing like a square box. So you definitely you could tear it. Like, you could tear it. You want to get like that round. Okay, I have like this, the black line. So when you print and on a thing, especially when I print through my Cricut design space, it comes with it has from when I do the offset. So you definitely got to make sure you get rid of that line. Else that black line will definitely come on your thing. You see how I'm ripping it? I'm not even using a scissors because I don't want that I don't want that thing. I don't know how to even say it, what you would call it. So you see, you want to rip it. You see, so when I press it, you're not gonna get that. You're gonna get a perfect image from the rip. You won't get that square box. It won't be that square box. So that's another thing. A lot of people won't tell you, but your girl is here to tell you that. I'm here to tell you. I'm here to tell you. So that's another key game. That's another key game. So definitely. Like I said, always do your research. Don't just jump out there. Do your research. Research. Always do your research. Because you definitely want to do that. So you don't get that little square image. That's the worst. When you press something and it come out so perfect, but the picture have like the little square thing from your print. It really have like the square box. You don't want that. Even for yourself, more or less for a customer. You definitely don't want that. So the next thing is, okay, we're going to take this to when you sublimating. Another thing with sublimation, a lot of stuff, it has to be light colors. You can't sublimate on dark color. Now, we always find a way to do the a hack where you can do dark colors, but far as straight doing sublimation, no, it's not. But there's hacks that you can do it, and we're gonna do a video on that, and I'll show you how to do that. It's a little hustle, but it's worth it. It's worth it if you want to do it on a red shirt or you want to do it on a black shirt. It's worth it, or a dark blue shirt. So basically, you're doing like on white colors. You see? I just want to show you. You see? I'm going to show you the difference in the colors, how they change. This is the orange. You see? And this right here, I wanted to touch on it. So, all right. When you paint your images on your shirt, right? Your shirt, your cup, whatever it is. When you're doing your cup, you definitely want to make sure that it's secure, that it's tight and it's taped up good so the image don't move, whatever. So when you're doing your shirt, when you put your shirt down on the press, when you put that shirt down on the press, you put that image down, you press it. Some people tape it so the image don't move, which is a good idea, which is I recommend to do. And some people don't because they just don't. And some people don't do it because they say that the tape, it leaves the mark. I haven't experienced that. But what I have experienced when I did not tape it down and I lifted, when I went to move it, I moved the image out of place, not realizing that it shifted a little bit because it wasn't taped down. So when I went to press, I put the press back on it. So I'm going to see if y'all can see that. Can y'all see that? Can you see it? Like right here. Right over here. It has like the illusion. It has the S. It has like a double S where the image moves. So it pressed again in another spot. All in this area right here. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. So yeah. But it does work on this color. And then this is a gray. Some grays work and some grays don't. And what I noticed with the gray, I would recommend to get like colors that's like vibrant colors that pop if you're going to use the gray. Like try to use less black. You know, I would use like light colors like a red, a yellow, a green. So this is the next one. This is on the gray. All right, guys. I'm sorry. Once again, that was the phone. So I had to take that call. Hopefully no more interruptions. So like I was saying, this is the gray one. So as you see it, I was saying you want to use colors that's going to pop on the gray. It does supplement. You see it? And that color is black and green. So, and let me see if I show you. This one was, like I said, this was the test shirt. I want you to see the difference. When you use clothing items, polyester, not cotton, polyester. Cotton for the heat transfer, the HTV. Polyester for sublimation. The higher the quality of the polyester, the better the image is. So this one is because I wanted to test it to see how it comes out. This one is 65% polyester. So look at the difference. Like I said, remember, the higher the polyester, the better it is. So basically, you want to get you see the difference? You see, this is okay. And this one right here, I'm going to show you. Sorry about that. This one right here is 95% polyester. 95% polyester. You see the color? Do you see it? Do you see how it popped? You see the color? This is 95% polyester. This is 65% polyester. You see the difference, right? It's a big difference, guys. It's a big difference. Where is my other shirt? I thought I had brought the other one over here, but I guess I didn't, guys. I wanted to show y'all my favorite one out of all. Oh well, I didn't bring it. So anyway, so I just wanted to show y'all that you definitely want to um polyester. The higher the quality of polyester, the brighter and the better your image is gonna be. So you want to try to, as you see, 95%. You try to reach that 100. A lot of the stuff are like 85%, 95% to 100% polyester. If you can get those, I promise you, you doing good. Sis, you doing a good job. You doing a good job. I promise you guys, it's gonna rock. So you definitely want to try to get that. And like I said, you can supplement on black, navy blue, like all them dark colors you can. But like I said, it is a hack that us crafters always find a way, just like everybody else when whatever they doing. So I will do another video showing you how to do it. It's not hard, but it's not quick. It's a couple, it's layers to these things. It's layers. You know what I'm saying? It's layers to that. But we're getting to that in another video, because this video is already long enough, and I'm going to try to sum it up. So where are we? We touch bases on the printer, or make sure you do your settings when you get a sublimated printer. When you're gonna do that, definitely gotta make sure your settings is right. We touch bases on, make sure you get a pen. You always have a pen and paper. Keep notes to write down everything, because everything is on different temperatures and different I had a Becky moment. You want to write, because everything is different temperature and different and different measurements. I really forgot that quick. I'm like, wait, what? Yeah. So you definitely need you want to write it down. Keep your book to write everything down. You write your the temperature for whatever this is, and the time and things like that. We touch bases on that. We touch bases on when you printing the image. You want to make sure your measurements is correct. As far as you doing a shirt, you doing a mug, whatever it is, you want to make sure you measure it. Measure it when you put it in your whatever you're using, designer space, Canva, Photoshop, whatever you choose to use. Make sure when you put it in your measurements, you put the measures in correct. Another thing that I didn't say, maybe you might, when you do your measurements, also you might want to do a test print it out in black and white on your regular. That's if you have a regular HP printer or whatever type of printer. Print out a regular black and white print, so you're not really wasting your ink, and just see how it come out, especially when you're doing full wraps or mugs, or the little mugs or whatever. Make sure you do a full wrap, and make sure it's fit from whatever it is that we didn't touch it, but do that. What else we did? What else did we touch base on? Okay, when you take your image out, kind of, you just, so you don't have that. Depending on the type of image that you print, you want to rip the paper around, so you don't have that square. You don't have like this square. When you press it, it's not square. You don't have like that square box. So, and when you rip it, is you'll see. Just take my word for it. We touched bases on that. We talked about the colors of the colors that you use for sublimation. You can't print on dark colors. You can't do print, sublimation on dark colors or light colors. You gotta be polyester. 65 to 100. The higher the polyester, the better it is. So I recommend try to find things that's more like anywhere from like 85 to 100 in polyester. That's what I would recommend. What else did we touch base on? We talked about the settings. We talked about we talked about the settings. So I think that's about basic everything that we talked. Kind of covers it up. We talked about that. We talked about when you got the sublimation printer, you want to do every now and then. If you're not using it frequently, you definitely want to do like a head run, the cleaning also, so it don't get clogged up. And what else we talked about? Do your research on your thing. If you're doing it for a business, do your research on what type of printer to get, because you want to get a printer that way you can print a larger image. Because most of these printers that, like I said, that's in the 2800, like the one I got, the 2760, the 2640 something. Those, they only like the largest print is like legal size print that you're gonna get, which is like what, 8x11, something like that. So you want to try to do your research. You want to get the one where you can print I think it's 11x17. You want to be able to print larger images, especially if you're doing it for a business. So that is basically when you dealing into sublimation friendly, beginner sublimation friendly, guys. But anyway, guys, I think we kind of wrapped it up, like wrapped everything up. I'm gonna end this video here because I don't want it to be too long, and we'll come back if we have any more questions or anything else. So I'm just going to be real quick to make sure we touch bases on everything, and we did. So I'm gonna end it there, guys. And like I said, any questions, you'll leave it down in the comments below, and I'll get back to y'all. Like I said, don't be afraid of sublimation. Don't be afraid to experiment with it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's actually good, because think about it. When you're doing sublimation, your ink, the image is embedded into the shirts, the mouse pad, whatever it is you're making, compared to when you're doing HTV. When you're doing HTV, people, even though you might send instructions, tell people how to wash it, come on, people not gonna do how we do it, how we treat it, that because we the one that make it, so we know. So after that second and third wash, once that HTV vinyl start peeling and cracking, it's over. But with sublimation, you don't have to worry about that. You can wash it and wash it. As long as you got the good quality and it's a sublimation and it's polyester, you don't have to worry. You can wash it, and you're good. It's not going to fade or none of that. So you're good. So just keep that in mind, guys. So I'm going to end this video right here. Like I said, it's been long enough. I love you guys. Any more questions, you'll leave it down in the comment below. Make sure you guys follow me on my social media platform: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat. Your girl love y'all. And to the next video, you'll stay safe, you'll stay blessed, and I'll be back at you with another video. Until then, only good vibes, guys. Later.